Happy Monday. Happy Labor Day. This is Lifestyles with Eric. I am Lifestyles with Eric. Who's in the chat tonight? Please share the video out. Thumbs up the video, everybody. Thumbs up in the video gets the video into the YouTube algorithms. It makes everybody reach out a little bit more to Lifestyles with Eric. We want more of a bigger audience. We want more people to be drawn to Lifestyles with Eric. So please make sure you thumbs up the video. It doesn't cost you anything to thumbs up that video. This video, share the video out again. That's very, very important as well. If you're not a subscriber of Lifestyles with Eric, please consider subscribing to Lifestyles with Eric. We definitely appreciate new family members. We welcome that. And we also appreciate just a new opinion on whatever it is we're talking about. So, that's one of the things that I welcome with new subscribers or family members is that I want you to touch bases with me. Tell me what you feel about whatever it is we're talking about. Just let me know, your opinion on something, because you do not have to agree with Lifestyles with Eric. That's the one thing that I tell everybody. It's not all about my opinion, but it's about everybody's opinion. We all have one. So without further ado, we've got Miss Ebony in the house. She's co-hosting with me this evening. Ebony is a
licensed social worker.
Licensed social worker. I was getting ready to call her a sociologist or something big. Okay, but that's an awesome job. That's her title. We're going to welcome her opinion tonight. Can you tell me a few things that you do? What it is you do, actually, Ebony?
Sure, yes. So again, hi guys, I'm Ebony Speak Life, but I'm a licensed social worker for over 15 years. So a lot of human behavior. A lot of people think social workers just take kids from the homes, but we don't. So I have a therapy background, coaching background, known as like motivational coaching, interviewing, and I also have other side businesses too.
Okay. Well, you can tell us about some of the side businesses too. You can promote those on here as well. You never know.
Well, I do have a page, so subscribe to Ebony Speak Life on YouTube. I'm just getting my channel up and rolling, where I do a lot of motivational, just short clips for motivational, just to motivate people, encourage people. So come join me over there.
Okay, definitely. We can do a collaboration sometimes. We're positive over here at Lifestyles with Eric. So anything motivational is right up my alley, because I like to give people motivation and speak positivity in people's lives.
Exactly.
So Ebony, that's awesome. Great. Sorry, people, I didn't speak to everybody. Hey, everybody. Hey, Miss Angela, Miss Deborah. We've got Miss Debbie. All righty. We got about 9 people in the house. We want everybody to make sure you thumbs up that video. We're going to see how many people come in tonight first before we get to chit-chatting. What else is going on out here? Anything, have you seen anything going on, Ebony, the last couple of days that you want to talk about real quick, that you were like, anything crazy?
No, not too much. It's been a busy Labor Day weekend in my hometown. I've been partying and celebrating all weekend.
Okay. Well, that means you had a little fun. That's cool.
Oh yeah.
Okay, great. The one thing I heard today, which kind of disappointed me, was that I heard about 47 people were shot in Chicago, Illinois over the weekend. And I know every big holiday like this in Chicago, there is a substantial amount of people shot in Chicago. And it's unfortunate, because Chicago really has a lot of cool places to visit, a lot of museums downtown and stuff like that. So really unfortunate. But I did hear that. That's the one thing I did hear.
Yeah, that's tragic. Where were they located? Were they at an event?
You know what? I think it was all over, to be honest with you. I just think it was all over. Like I said, I know Labor Day, 4th of July, any holiday where people are out in the streets a little bit. I noticed that Chicago has a lot of gun violence around
Yeah.
holidays like that on the weekends. So, it's
Most-
unfortunate. I still love Chicago. I've got an aunt there. She's got an apartment building that she owns and lives in, but it's not the place that it used to be. And I hope that they can get a lock on that violence here real soon.
Yes, definitely. It's sad.
It is. It is. Let's see. We got about 9 people in. Let's see.
Thank you, Miss Debbie. I was saying I sound a little hoarse today. I've been losing my voice talking a lot this weekend.
That's okay. That's okay. You're fine. You're fine. Let's see. Who is? All right, everybody. We appreciate everybody coming in tonight. We appreciate everybody coming in. I'm gonna see. Scoot this up just a little. Appreciate everybody coming in. All righty. All right. Let me see what else is going on. So much stuff going on. So much. So many disasters. The hurricane stuff. The Florida. Some of the Florida hurricanes down there. It was a little bit disastrous. I know. Vegas. I know Nevada got hit with floods, real bad flooding out on the West Coast. My sister lives in Phoenix, Arizona. Send out prayers and blessings to those people out on that side of the country. Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. Let's see. So, rejection. Everybody saw the title. Some men and women can't accept rejection, and it's getting a little weird. Why is it that men and some women can't accept rejection? There was an incident that I guess just happened here about maybe about a day or two ago in Houston, Texas, where a young lady. I put it on the community tab. I had a screenshot of that picture, if you guys can see it. Well, it's the lady. She's doing a little interview everywhere on every Instagram, different parts of the social media. But anyway, this young lady said that she was, I guess a young man was talking to her, trying to get her number, and she said that she rejected him. And, of course, I wasn't there. She didn't say she said anything rude to this young man. But as she rejected this young man, he picked up a brick and threatened to hit her with this brick, and hit her with the brick along with a lot of other people watching. And nobody stepped in to help this young lady get hit in the side of her face with a brick. I just think things are getting a little bad. I'm just trying to figure out, why black men or just men, period. But this was an African American man want to attack a beautiful African American woman just because she didn't give you her phone number. I'm trying to figure out what type of society we live in now, as far as it being okay to brutalize a man or a woman and somebody just sit and watch it happen. Nowadays, we live in a society where we just videotape stuff. We don't even jump in to help. We'll watch an old lady get hit upside the head and brutalized, and nobody will do anything, but we'll videotape it. We'll watch a lady get hit upside the head with a brick, and nobody will do anything. And I think they said, well, what do you want us to do? And I saw this today, and she said, well, do something, So you got guys out here standing out here that call themselves men, and they're watching another woman get smacked in the face with a brick. Where are we at now? I will say this about me and rejection. I'm not used to being rejected, yet I can accept rejection. I'm not going to take it to the extreme if I'm rejected. Let me see. Lately, a lot of black women that I've been encountering have been not so nice for whatever reason. I'm a very polite man, but I wasn't there in this case. I can't say that she was being mean to this man or whatever the case is, but that still doesn't give anybody the right to pick up a brick and hit this woman inside of the face. That's it. That's it. We're the real men, and when will real men step back up and start being real men again? You know, that's my spill on it. You know, that when will men start being real men again? What do you think about that, Ebony?
Well, I definitely think, well, first of course, the situation is unfortunate, and we are hearing about a lot more of these cases. And then it makes you think, well, say she actually did give you the number. What type of relationship would that be if you can get that angry that quick? So you possibly walk into a domestic violence relationship anyway. But I think hurt people hurt people. We all know that quote. And I think that it comes from, I think just rejection and not handling rejection well comes from just deep rooted insecurities that we have. And then I think to take it even deeper than that, I feel like if we were to like really talk to whoever this guy was, we could probably dig in his history and see he had some abandonment issues in his life as a kid, something like that. And a lot of times I think people don't do well with rejection either. They are strong people pleasers. So they just don't do well with it. And then they have, like I said, they have securities within themselves. It makes them feel like something's wrong with them, makes them feel like they're not good enough. And but then when somebody can respond that violently and with rage, it's definitely deep rooted. Um, and it doesn't excuse the behavior at all. But if people are not looking at what their behaviors are and why they're responding to things, getting to the root of it, they're not going to be able to heal from it. They're not going to be able to grow. They're always going to respond, in this type of way. It's terrible though.
That you kind of spelled it out. I couldn't have said it any better than you. Actually, you nailed it. Yeah. There's no excuse for violence. Another person, male or female, just because they're rejecting your offer or rejecting something you're presenting to them that they're not interested in. I mean, that's just the bottom line. Although I've experienced a lot of rude women in the past couple of years for no apparent reason, because I'm super polite. I know how to approach a woman. I know how to accept rejection. But I still, even with a woman being rude and mean, I still wouldn't even consider picking up a brick and throwing it at a woman or hitting them, exactly. or not even cussing them out. I've thought about saying, damn, why are you so rude? What's wrong with you? But picking up an item and hurting somebody is just taking it way too far. And I, from what I saw that young lady's face, and I just hope she doesn't have any brain damage or anything like that, because that's not funny at all. I mean, her face was messed up and it was very swollen, so she could have brain damage. And then my thing is, let's say this: what if she would have fell out and wouldn't have woke up? Then you'd have a manslaughter case. I don't think it'd be murder necessarily, but a manslaughter case, because you didn't mean to kill her, but you killed a woman because she didn't give you her damn phone number. Are you fucking crazy? I mean, really, are you fucking crazy? That's somebody's fucking sister, somebody's fucking mother, maybe, granddaughter, niece.
Absolutely.
Men need to get a hold of themselves just like women do. Men do too, when it comes to being violent against women. And again, I wasn't there. I don't know if she was being rude but it doesn't matter. Right. She didn't put her hands on that man.
And it makes me think, you said something that made me think of this. Well, one, if anybody watches Sisters on BET, there was a good Tyler Perry show. There was a good episode of this. One of the castmates, or on the show, basically she was about to have sex with a man on the show, and his size was not what she needed it to be. So she decided to refuse him. And he literally just started, he beat her up. And he would, and then of course, like I said, it's on the show, but he even like came back to her house, broke in to beat her up like 2 more times just because she rejected him, kicked him out because she didn't want to have sex because of his penis size. And Eric, you got to tell me if there's certain words we can't say because I don't know all
Well,
the ones.
you know, I try not to cuss too much. So I got a little angry because that kind of got a little touchy. I mean, I got a mother, I got daughters myself.
Absolutely.
So, you know, I don't, although I get angry at women, I would never consider doing anything like that. So I think that's something wrong with somebody. And, you know, that's not normal. Of course, men don't normally do that. So that's not normal. He's got some issues, apparently.
Yeah, absolutely. And I want to respond to Abandoned Boy's comment. He said women can be just as violent when they do something and it's okay. We're supposed to turn the other cheek. That is true that they can be just as violent. And I don't think, I mean, that's not okay either. I don't necessarily think you should turn the other cheek. I just think, I mean, well, first of all, we all know physically men are stronger than women. So it starts from there physically, you know, starts from there. So it's a different level of strength the man's gonna have towards a woman hitting a man. Well, it can also depend on the woman too.
Right.
And you know, that ratio of the size, but it still doesn't excuse it. Physical violence, domestic violence, emotional, sexual violence, all that. No matter who's doing it, it's wrong. It's no excuse for it on either end. But I also was going to bring up, though, I believe the culture that we're living in this world today, all the reality shows, we can talk about Zeus Network by itself, like things like that, like it's making the relation. I don't know how much you talk about this, like the relationships, like rapper Blueface and Krishan Rock, they're like big celebrities right now, and really their relationship is a domestic violence relationship,
Very toxic.
Famous off of that.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, she did just have her baby yesterday.
She sure did.
Topic for another day, and she did on live Instagram. But anyway. Wow. Congratulations to her baby boy being born. But anyway.
I hope that child doesn't have any issues because they had such a violent.
Yes. Along with her still
smoking. Way too much to be pregnant. You know, a woman should have peace when she's pregnant. So.
Absolutely. And, you know, research studies show that too, that children, when the mom is pregnant and they are experiencing a lot of the parents are arguing. There's a lot of toxic things going on. The baby can feel all of that. And a lot of times those babies come out to be more aggressive, have aggressive personalities because of everything they heard and experienced in the womb. So
not only that, the Blueface was partying with his baby mama, which is hurtful to her, and how she probably was going through so many emotions as she was having that child. So
absolutely, so much.
And that's hurtful. That's hurtful.
And him denying that was even his baby the whole time. And, you know, on the new season, they had to do a DNA test while she's still pregnant. They did a lie detector test while she's pregnant. I didn't think you could do lie detector tests with a pregnant woman, but they did.
Yeah.
But either way, I think that culture, saying all that to say, like, media is making certain situations be okay, making it okay to just watch somebody get hurt and record it and talk about it later. Abandoned Boys also said, asked a question too. He said, because you had mentioned that people just stood and watched that situation happen. He said, well, what should you do in that situation? You know, if you're the bystander looking in, if you don't know everything that's going on.
Well, when it comes to something as violent as that, I would have stepped in as best as I can. I carry a gun, so I don't, bricks can kill people. So, that's a little different from a guy and a gal, girlfriend and boyfriend just getting in a little fist fight. When you pick up a brick, you can kill somebody. She could, like I said, he could have busted her head wide open. She could have fell and died. Absolutely. So, as a person that carries a gun, if I would have had my gun on me, I probably would put my gun on. I probably would have shot the guy. Probably would have shot him. I wouldn't have just pulled it out because you can't really just pull it out and point it. That's just not the way you do things. So, as he was picking up a brick to hit that woman, I probably would have, if I was able to do it quick enough, I probably would have pulled my gun out and shot him. maybe not killed him, but I would have definitely shot him because he could have killed her. So that's what I would have done. I'm a brave type of guy. I'm not a scary guy. That's just my own. That's my own personal, the way I feel about things. I'm real. Um, I'm a protector. So I think about things before I do them, but I'm still a protector at heart. That's just, I can't help that. That's my nature. So I would have thought about the situation and tried to get that lady out of that situation. When it's a fight, a little bit of a fist fight, I sometimes don't get involved in things like that because 9 times out of 10 they're going to go back to that person. But if it gets, like I said, something like that, I think that videotaping it is the wrong thing to do. If maybe one person can videotape it, and maybe the other person can try to step in and help.
Yes,
that's how you do that. But I don't want to watch a woman get the hell beat out of her and just sit and say, "Oh, I couldn't do anything. I just couldn't do anything." I'm just not the kind of guy. I'm sorry.
And I think because this is such a thing, like I said, going on in the culture right now, there's not an actual clinical like diagnosis for it, but doctors and things are using a term called rejection sensitive dysphoria. And it's for people like this in this situation. They have like those severe, sudden emotional outbursts from what is real or perceived criticism or rejection.
Okay.
And that perceived thing, that by itself, because two people can be in the same situation and one person may respond one way, the other person responds a different way, but our perception of things is what makes a difference. And we have to think about, what that person perceives, like, oh, this is no big deal when we say that if somebody's upset. But for them, it may really be a big deal. And we have to validate that. And that, that could even go into some of that. Maybe a person people with these issues, they have never really been validated. They've never really been heard. So then when they're trying to build that relationship with somebody or get to know somebody, and then they're rejected again, it just keeps repeating the cycle for them, that they're not good enough. I'm not good enough. Nobody wants to hear me. So it turns into, that rage. But they need help.
And I just thought about something along with that. Embarrassment.
Yes, absolutely.
Embarrassment with your friends or peers that are around them at that particular time, which we should still be able to take rejection even around our friends.
Yes.
It just kind of is what it is. If a woman says no, she just says no. Like I said, I've experienced a lot of rude women here lately, but I'm still able to accept it, although I'm pissed off because they're being rude for no reason. I will say that. I'm saying that. I don't like rude women for no reason. But I'm still not, I'm not taking it any further than that. It's just too bad they're rude, I guess. I want to answer abandon your comment. And that's completely okay because that's who you are. I think before I do, I'm not going to get involved in every situation, but certain situations, if I'm able to step in and help, I'm going to help because that's where my heart's at. If something happens to me, hopefully he'll take me on right to heaven and I'll be okay. It's just certain things I don't worry about after I think about them first, and then I apply whatever it is I'm going to apply. But that's just who I am as a person. Everybody has their own personality. Everybody can't be a police officer. Everybody can't go in the military. They have certain personalities. I'm not saying that's my personality, but I definitely am brave. That's just me. That's just Eric. So.
Exactly.
Let's see. Yeah, he definitely had a problem with Bannon. I completely agree. And hey, how about this? Normal men don't do things like that. That's not normal. So, we can speak on that. It's not normal, but it is getting more. Certain stories aren't surprising me now because I am starting to hear a little bit more now about certain age group of men, whether it's Gen Z, Gen X, or whatever, that can accept rejection. They do get embarrassed about being rejected. They want to kick and beat up women when they don't get the number or whatever. They came up in the era where they drug women to have sex with them. I didn't come in from that. I didn't come up in that era, although men were doing that. That's just not the time period I really grew up in. We weren't doing things like that. But it happens. It happens, although it happens. And it's unfortunate that at the end of the day, some people just can't take no for an answer. That's it. That's it. That's the bottom line. Whether you're violent or not violent, some people just can't take no for an answer. That's it.
Exactly. And that goes 2 points, but that goes to one, really teaching your kids now, if people still have parents, that no means no. I have 2 sons. At all times, I don't care who they're playing with, what they're doing. No means no. If that's your friend don't want to play with you, it doesn't matter. Move on. And it's the same with girls. It's at all times. But you said something else that brought up a point. It'll come back to me because I forgot what it was. About the,
Yeah, Ben, and I'm the same way. I'm just not bragging right now. I mean, like I said, I'm not used to rejection. I just I can accept it, although I'm not used to it. So I'm the same way. I feel you. I feel you. Yeah, fellas, they got to get their swag up. It is what it is. LOL. Okay. All right.
mm-hmm.
You say you do the rejecting. Okay. All right. All right. All right.
I think it goes to having confidence about yourself too, because
yeah.
Even if somebody rejects you, I'm still confident enough and love myself enough that I'm just going to move on. And it's the spirit. It can be spiritual too. I think my mom, who's actually in the comments, Angela Hill, she said rejection's God's protection. And that's true too. But some people, if they don't have that faith, like they can't, let's remove relationships. Let's talk about you interviewed for a job that you really wanted and you didn't get that job. Uh-oh. Can you still hear me? Can y'all still hear me? Eric went out some. I don't know if it's my computer. Y'all post in the comments if y'all can still hear me. Oh, you can hear me. Okay. Is Eric gone on y'all side? Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'll keep going until he gets back. So,
okay, I'm back.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was saying, but if people don't have that spiritual root to have that confidence, I call it God confidence and then self-confidence, you're not going to be able to accept that God is blocking something. Like in that situation, thank God that woman did say no, because who knows what that relationship could have been like later on. Had that happen. So some people just don't view it as, okay, this is God blocked it for a reason, unless you have that spiritual foundation and that confidence. Then there's also the confidence, like I said, in yourself. Somebody can reject me, but okay, keep it moving. Like, that's okay. Somebody, you're just not meant for me.
It doesn't go to your head like it does to some people. Some people really just have that. Like I said, it might have stemmed from when they were kids, and they might have been to themselves and not really been social and. It's a lot of socially awkward men out here, unfortunately. I'm here to uplift men like that because I don't like when men are shy. I think it's okay for a woman to be shy. I don't think men should be shy. I think men should know how to approach a woman. I think men should know how to say the right things to a woman, whether you're rejected or not. I think you should just know the right things to say. Miss Brittany Dell, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Thumbs up the video. Please share the video out. We appreciate you coming in tonight. Thank you for coming in. Happy Monday. Happy Labor Day. But yeah, that's pretty much it. We just gotta, people have to learn how to talk to people. And, be more social and accept rejection. If somebody's mean to you, they're just mean. If they're not mean, move on. It's other fish in the sea. They've been saying that stuff for years, and it's true. And if one turns you down, 5 won't. That's how I look at it. Or if 2 turn you down, 5 won't. It is what it is. Just keep on moving. Don't let it go to your head. Don't pick up a brick. I'm sorry, no pun intended. Don't pick up a brick though. Yeah, and just keep it moving, people. Learn to get along with everybody, and learn to talk to people, guys. Learn how to talk to women. Learn how to respect women. Women, you have to know how to talk to men and let men say nice things to you without, being mean to us for no apparent reason. There's no reason to be mean. You just, even if you're not interested, please don't be mean if you can help it.
Yeah, it's so unnecessary. And I think it goes back to the media and the cultures, like these shows, like people, it is not, it's like the cool thing to go off on somebody, cut somebody out who's got and it's not. It really isn't. That's for ratings. They do this extra stuff for ratings. We're living regular life, but I think even beyond that too, most importantly, people have to do their healing work. Then of course we got stigmas on going to therapy and stuff like that, but it helps y'all. It really does. And if you have personal, just issues that you're dealing with, you got to do some healing work. You got to grow, because what your triggers are is not anybody else's responsibility. And it can't be people use, oh, that triggers me, like as their excuse to have certain behaviors. That's good that you can identify your trigger, but it's nobody else's responsibility to walk on eggshells with you either. You got to do your work.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And on that note, Brittany, we're going to let you have that last word. Brittany nailed it at the end. And again, Brittany, we appreciate you coming on tonight.
Oh, Ebony.
I'm so why did I call you Brittany?
Brittany came in the chat. It's okay.
That's why. I'm sorry. Ebony nailed it. Ebony speaks life. Definitely nailed it. I apologize about that.
It's okay.
You nailed it. You nailed it, Ebony. We appreciate you gracing us with your presence tonight, and we definitely love to have you on another time. Yeah, you can come and co-host with me anytime. You did a good job. You engaged the people. You didn't sit back and just So yeah, that's what I need, and I need somebody that's gonna give me that little punch back. So that's cool. What's going on, Mr. George? Thanks for coming in. We appreciate everybody that participated tonight. Thank you. Everybody, make sure you thumbs up the video, share the video out. And that's it. I'll probably see you guys tomorrow. It'll be Tuesday, be Taco Tuesday, everybody. And that's about it, everybody. Taco Tuesday's in the house. We're working on Monday evening. And I appreciate, again, everybody who came in tonight. Thank you again. Thumbs up the video, and we will see you again soon. All right, everybody.
Bye. Thanks for having me.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.